Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Timp.
They call me Axeil, Timp. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing so fantastic, and do you know why?
Why, Timp?
Because it is time to kick off the very first match of the Go Mode Podcast Mentor Tournament. It's starting now. God, I am extremely excited for this. I've been thinking about this all day.
Me too.
Holy crap. This is awesome.
I'm sitting here. I'm kind of adminning and watching the Hex chat so that we have everybody ready to go. BumRushBlitz and TheDaddyGamers are our two runners. BumRushBlitz has already readied up.
Excellent. Yep, I've got the multi-Twitch up. Hopefully all of you do as well. multitwitch.tv/TheDaddyGamers/BumRushBlitzGaming. Or you can switch it around. It's up to you. We're going to have Daddy Gamers on the left. It might help to make things a little less confusing for you if you have it set up in a similar way. But that is the visual. It probably won't be exactly synced, but it should be definitely close enough. As you can see, both of our runners have trackers as well as time, so we can keep things, pretty straightforward there. But yeah, we're just going to be watching them play. Everyone here should already know what the Mentor Tournament is. If you're in this Discord, I would imagine. We've got a chat in the multi-Twitch too. That's awesome. Yep. So we've got that chat, and we've also got one in our Discord. Either one of them, I suppose, is good. But
yep, I'm just looking at the Discord because the multi-Twitch. I want to keep the streams as big as possible.
Fair. Good point. So Axe, real quick before we get started, why don't you briefly tell us what the Mentor Tournament is and what's going to be going on while these two racers race?
Well, thank you, Tim. So the Mentor Tournament, this was thought up by Go Mode Podcast, which is myself, Timp, and Hurfydurfy.
Which, by the way, we are only 2/3. Shout outs to Hurfydurfy. It's probably like 2 a.m. where he is right
he's
now,
asleep.
So we love you, Hurf. Yeah, we love you, Hurf.
Time zones. This was an idea we had of, given that there's no official tournament going on right now, this is a kind of good time for there to be more experimental ideas. And an idea that we had was, there's lots of tournaments out there catering to the best of the best, but what about for the new people? There's always new people joining. Doing your first tournament can be a little scary, a little intimidating. So we said, why not set up a tournament that is catered to those players, but because there are still people who are experienced, we need to have something for them to do as well. So we said, well, why not have kind of a co-pilot? And instead of it being, player A and player B are on the same team and playing the same seed, it's player A and mentor A. And Mentor A will be giving Player A guidance and help throughout the seed, giving advice on routing, trying to keep them cool in terms of, mental attitude, and both players will have that. And this is going to be an exciting one. This is our first match. We have a total of 8 brackets. The brackets are from A to H and are based on wonderful items you will find and Link to the Past. This particular match is going to be in, let me check really quick. I think it's in...
This is in the Titans Mitt
Group C.
Division.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is Titans Mitt, great group. And actually, we're just about ready to get started. So I'm just seeing if we have...
They're both readied up?
Yeah.
Axe is also waving the flag at the beginning. He's the one that stands between the two drag racing cars and dramatically whisks the flag down. He's also doing that too. So we're going to let him do that, and then we'll be off. So we'll officially kick it off. That is extremely exciting. Yep. I'm wondering, I understand there was one of these sort of last night for folks to kind of get acquainted with SRL, and there was a little bit of mentoring kind of as a dry run. I did not get a chance to see that, so I'm very curious to see how the mentoring is going to manifest itself in watching somebody play through. If you're going to see the mentor's influence, or if it'll be a little more kind of, unified in that way.
Yeah, just sorry, I'm typing out, telling our runners in Hex chat that I am dropping out, and we will be ready to go.
2 jobs right now.
It's all good. I just quit. And there we go. Joke Buster has been removed, so we are ready to go. Race starts in 10 seconds.
All right, here we go. Kicking off the Go Mode Podcast Mentor Tournament.
Woo!
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Here we go.
So as a reminder, for the group stages, we're going to be competing with the standard rule set, Defeat Ganon. And look, it's the boots right out of the gate.
That's
this will be a nice quick seed, is what that means.
All right, I'm thinking this is going to be sub 1 hour. Just going to just blow everybody out of the water here from the start.
Well, they can run, so
they can. Look at that Moogle go.
So we're being a little bit facetious. I've actually heard that having the boots versus not having them, even this early, is not as much of a giant sort of time increase or time loss as you would think. Have you heard that before?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that. You think about it, it does let you dash all over the place, but sometimes you want to see a much more useful item up there. Maybe, you get an early bow, early sword, even early hammer. That might be more of a long-term beneficial thing than an early boots.
There's a lot of tricks you can do with the boots, and quite a few item locations that are going to be open early that would not normally be open. So, we'll have to see how our runners handle that. Looks like, I'm not sure if this is universal for everyone. It's almost exactly a 5-second difference between, our left side, TheDaddyGamers, and the right side, BumRushBlitz.
Yep.
So just, especially as we're in Escape, do keep that in mind, because it's going to be a little more opportunity for what would normally be a split screen. Of course, it won't matter so much as we see some more variation, but kind of gives you an idea of sort of where they both are, in terms of who's ahead, if that matters to you at this point.
It looks like nobody's gotten bombs yet, so we're hoping to see that. Ooh, taking a bonk there on the right side. That's not what you want to be doing to start out, but might plenty of time to recover.
And another reminder that we are the mentor tournament is for newer players who maybe don't have 50 plus seeds under their belt like a lot of people in the community do. And I'm not positive on this, but I think it might be the first time streaming or first time racing for both of these players.
I think so, because I think TheDaddyGamers had a couple second delay getting started. That may have just been, not being familiar with the kind of start and how that goes. But I will say that both our runners have found bombs, so we will not be having to come back into Escape later on.
Yeah, that's handy.
It is very.
So
handy.
one of those sort of like side effects of the boots that it's sort of easy to forget. It's like, I can run everywhere. Yeah, you can also break down some walls Hulk style as well. So don't forget that.
Yep, that's true. Actually, they can break those. Oh, flippers.
Some more exploration items really early. That should make for a very interesting variation when it comes to where we're going to see both of these runners going once we open up a bit.
Yeah. Now, Timp, as we get BumRushBlitz here heading to take Zelda back to the sanctuary, what are you thinking in terms of routing here for our two runners? Where would you like to see them go?
Well, I mean, the fact that we have the flippers as early as we do, I think we're definitely going to see more of that kind of Hylia the South Shore area. I think that's going to be in effect pretty early. Excuse me, probably for both runners. It's stuff like this that makes me wonder, what the mentor is going to say, because that could also be, something where you don't want to move on that because it's so early. There's still a lot of things that we need to see, in Kakariko, for instance, and the rest of Escape. We are going to see those last three items since we both have boots. I'm sure the mentors will, let them know to go ahead and get that. So might be a little too early, but if there's one thing I know for sure, those flippers are definitely giving me some thoughts.
Yeah, now do you think they're going to say, let's skip Cack and just save and quit right after and just go right back to Link's house and go South Shore? That would be quite a gamble, I would say, right?
I would not be surprised if I feel like one of them will do that, just because it's possible to do and probably not what the other will. But again, it's another, with the mentors, I just don't know if they're going to be on that same sort of like meta level when it comes to racing strategy, or if they're going to coach their racers to just kind of take it a little bit more straightforward.
There's the map. So we are going to have 3 real items in the backside of, I guess, where we're heading.
Back of Escape, the sewer area.
Thank you. It's like back of something.
Yeah. And SAGTG pointing out in our chat, both of the runners handling Escape pretty nicely. As we all know, you kind of aim for like a 6-minute escape. That means you ran a pretty nice escape. And both runners are just about sort of on that pace, maybe a little bit behind.
I think they're probably going to end up just a little shy of 6. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking good.
And
there's our hammer time. Wow. Well, obviously that's going to open up quite a bit for exploration. Not so much early, but it removed an important roadblock from being able to explore a bit more freely, especially as we get to Dark World.
Yeah. Now, Daddy Gamer's forgetting that you can dash into the wall there to open it up. You don't need the bombs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have them, so I mean that's good. It's not the worst thing, but especially in this early game, you want to try to conserve those. And yeah, BumRushBlitz with a sub 6.
Yeah, let's see. Getting out at 5:55. That's great.
Yeah, and Daddy Gamers too. I'm coming in with a 5:49 here. So very, very impressive running and awesome to see to kick off the tournament, right?
Yeah, you always want to see players having something at this early on that gives them a bit of confidence, and I think getting a sub 6 escape is sure to do it. I'm sure the mentors are congratulating them.
Absolutely. Now, as Professor Renderer does point out, and I feel a little foolish for not taking this into account, but they do have the boots, and that's not something that you normally get when you're doing escape. So, of course, it's going to be a little faster. But hey, you'll take those time saves wherever you can get, boots or no boots. The time's the time,
Yep. And Verts, that's a good thing to point out there. BumRushBlitz realizing, hey, I've got the boots, so I might as well go check the bonk rocks. Fortunately, not too much there, but a smart move to route that in.
Absolutely. Yeah, nice heads-up play. I wonder if that was a mentor. Oh, hey, by the way, when you're over there,
And we got nothing in Lumberjack Cave. I'm sure everybody who did the practice seed yesterday is glad to not have to deal with that.
Yeah, I heard about the literary adventures.
Yes, so yesterday, for those at home who did not follow along with that, the book was the Lumberjack ledge item. Most people thinking, it won't be needed. Turns out it was, and it was very, very late that our runners had to go and do AGA 1.
Yeah, it's like a 155 AGA 1 or something like that, I heard.
It was painful.
Or later even, for some, yeah. Yikes.
But everyone did finish, so that was very, very exciting and encouraging to see. And look at that. That is...
Wow. So we've got gloves. Yeah, the power gloves.
One item from heading to do some Dark World exploring.
That's right. Now, I've just noticed it doesn't look like BumRushBlitz is using their tracker.
Oh.
I wonder if that could be nerves or maybe some sort of malfunction with, with the software or something like that. But hopefully that doesn't trip them up. Their mentor should be looking out for them.
Yeah, mentor hopefully is doing some tracking on their own.
Yeah, the tracker for BumRushBlitz, by the way, SirLinkalot777. Did you comm with SirLinkalot777, or am I getting that confused?
I think I might have.
Yeah, I think you did too. Yeah, I remember that. That was cool.
A good person. So
definitely knowledgeable about the game for sure. So
yeah, it was a good time.
All right, so it looked like blind is a whole lot. Half magic. I guess that's pretty awesome. So
more bombs, some cash.
No progression, but a very good to see safety. Especially that early, being able to not have to worry quite so much about your magic in this run. I'm sure will be a relief.
Yeah, and both runners are, despite maybe being a couple screens different, I'd say they're basically tied at this point, which really speaks to their execution so far has been pretty much right on point.
Yeah, and really move for move in terms of what they're checking, with the exception of the heads-up play at Bonk Rocks, which didn't really return anything. So really, nothing lost there, other than the fact that I think it was TheDaddyGamers was the one that didn't do it. They'll have to go back to get it at some point, but other than that, pretty much even.
Yeah, it's a good bottle find there. Lets you route in the bottle vendor. But
so I'm hearing from Verts that actually both did check the bonk rocks. We might have just missed that. So yeah, and that makes sense. That's a perfect time for a mentor to step in if the racer wasn't already intending on doing it. That's what the mentor's here for, is to remind them of those kind of heads up plays. So not surprised they both got it.
And I said bottle vendor. I meant to say sick kid. Sorry about that, folks. It's the joy of live commentary. Sometimes you just have a trip of the tongue.
Yeah, no editing, no podcast mode for us. Raw, unfiltered go mode. Let's see. So we are going to find out what's on Sick Kid. TheDaddyGamers bonking into the door, says, "Let me in there and give me what you got." It's a robbery. Give me 20 rupees. And he did it. He didn't want any trouble.
Just take my money. I'm very scared of a,
Shantae, right? That's Shantae.
Shantae.
Yeah.
That,
Busted in for a robbery.
Yep.
All right, let's see what's in the library. Nah, nothing. We will go ahead and grab it, though. It looks like on BumRushBlitz's side. That's understandable. That's not too much time, and definitely a safety that could be pretty helpful in some of these early bosses that you might end up having to do. Especially with a Dark World sort of looming in the distance, just one moon pearl away, there is a chance that we could be seeing blind soon. And we do have a Master Sword in race game, so of course both runners going to go back and grab that.
Yeah, that's a great early Master Sword find. Definitely, probably is putting Ganon on the mind, though. Or not Ganon, I'm sorry, Axeil 1 on the mind.
Mm-hmm. We did have a little bit of a difference. It looks like, where BumRushBlitz opted to pick up the heart piece, TheDaddyGamers said, no thanks, I don't need that. So, a little bit of a difference there. And BumRushBlitz picks up that Master Sword. Hold it high over your head. And Shantae, TheDaddyGamers, picks up theirs.
Yeah. Now, Timp,
what's next?
I do have to regret to say, and I hope this isn't what happens, but we are in a situation where we could have Moon Pearl on the pyramid ledge.
Oh man, that's fun. That's always a fun one. I feel like that's a real rite of passage as a randomizer player. As rare as it is on paper, I feel like it's happened to just about everyone who's played this game at least once. It's happened to me.
It's happened to me, and let me tell you, I was not happy about it.
Yeah.
So let's hope for our runner's sake that they can find it before that.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed how step for step they are right now. We're at 12:20 and 12:15. Both are here in South Shore. Both opening up the dam, and that's just great execution from both these runners.
Mm-hmm. Surprised to see neither one of them do that little trick where you can sort of dash after you pull the lever. That seems like another Prime sort of mentor thing to say, but it's also possible they're going on about something else, and that is pretty minor in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, that's not even probably a second there.
All right, let's see what Mini Moldorm's got for us. Fortunately, both runners have the Master Swords, so don't have to think too hard about how they're going to get this done. Although TheDaddyGamers is opting for bombs. Not a great throw on the first one, unfortunately. Some bad luck with the Mini Moldorm pattern, and opting to just go over there and slash them. That's what I would have done. Hang on to those bombs.
Oh no!
And we have a death in Mini Moldorm from BumRushBlitz.
Oh, that hurts. Now, I suppose in BumRushBlitz is helping him out a bit is that there was really not much in there, but I'm pretty sure you're going to go back and still check that.
Oh, of course. You can't risk, not checking those 5 items, even though we know that nothing's in there. They'll definitely head straight back there, I would imagine, for round 2.
Yeah. But with the boots, it's not that big of a time loss.
Nope. Not too bad. Certainly worse time losses out there. Definitely still in this race. Still no variation in the way that we're moving. That's not too unusual. This is a pretty standard route. Really nice luck with the movement of the Mini Moldorms there. Nice job finishing up Mini Moldorm Cave from BumRushBlitz.
Oh, no,
nice
that's
recovery there.
Find. Over there in the Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, we've got Ether. Yeah, as Oro points out, could be a big confidence hit for BumRushBlitz to take a death that early. Little do they know it's still easily surmountable. Hopefully their mentor is kind of coaching them, buttering them up a little bit and keeping them positive. I know that's what I would want to hear if I was the runner, is just hey, relax, it's not a big deal, you've got a whole seed left to go, just press on, we've got a job to do, just keep them focused to the forward. That's kind of what I imagine they're hearing there. We've talked about maybe trying to open it up to where we can listen in to some of the mentoring. Maybe for later matches we can try to work that out.
I hate to interrupt, but we just got ourselves a Titan's Mitt.
A Titan's Mitt, and then from Hobo, we actually found our Moon Pearl. So that is Dark World access for BumRushBlitz.
Yep. And we'll see if the Daddy Gamers heads back or if they're skipping Hobo. That could end up being a pretty big divergence here.
Absolutely. Yeah, that could be huge. Doesn't look like they're heading that way now. So, yeah, it might be a while before they get back to that Moon Pearl.
Yeah.
Looks like heading over to Ice Rod Cave now. Meanwhile, we'll see what Zora's got. Just a big 20.
That is an interesting routing there for Ice Rod Cave. Not sure if I'm a fan. It's a little convoluted, and now you've really orphaned the Hobo check.
Yeah, sort of an interesting strategy. It could be a combination of nerves and just sort of a gamble leaving it, just kind of hoping that it won't be important. But as we know, it's pretty much the most important item that you can get right now.
Yes. Now.
Oh, actually, looks like they are heading over. That's great. Okay.
Unless this is a weird route to maybe go check Eastern Palace, it does seem that way. Yeah. Yep. There we are.
All right. Excellent. So. Both runners will have Dark World access. BumRushBlitz has had it for a moment, but is opting to go ahead and go up and check the Zora area. With over 500 rupees in the inventory right now, definitely can't blame them for that. It's very, very attractive player at this point.
And now I think I saw Daddy Gamers in there, but looks like it was a whole bunch of nothing. Oh, we have a map check. We have a map check.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I totally missed that. I was looking at something else.
So we have... we have a pendant up at Tower of Hera, and we have, I believe it was the red crystal at Eastern and a blue crystal at Desert.
Okay, interesting. Looks like we have Daddy Gamers taking that dip into the Dark World, going straight for Hype Cave. So let's see what sort of 1 out of 10 rating we can give to Hype Cave this time. Or 0 out of 10, I guess.
$5.
I'm betting we see some value here. I'm betting we see some progression.
Heart. More bombs. $20. Well, Timp, I think you owe me.
Never mind. I also just realized I need to refresh my stream because you were saying things that I had not seen yet. So let's see if that helps us a little bit. Okay, cool. Yep. It seems like it did. Yeah, that was like a 1 out of 10 probably.
And our others, so we have a green pendant at Pod, blue pendant at Meyer.
Okay, so pendant, Pod, and Meyer, and Pod was the green pendant, if I'm not mistaken.
Pod was green, yep.
So if we can find an early mirror, that could be really nice to pick that up quickly and not have to worry about it. But haven't seen a mirror yet, so we'll see.
And thank you, Chirality Ice Palace is the red crystal number 2.
Okay.
So.
All right. So we'll get to see some IPPJs. Hopefully, that's exciting.
Yeah. Well, a little bit of bomb jumping action here on a Wednesday evening.
Yep. All right. We've got Daddy Gamers heading over to Dig Game. Yeah. Like Tonzi in the chat pointing out, still no tracker activity from BumRushBlitz. Hopefully, again, the mentor is checking, is working on that with them. Quite a few digs here, just digging away, digging along. Hit a few rocks there, some skulls, and we finally have bombs.
Yeah, the digging man, he probably just had those bombs down there thinking, first I'm going to make them do this excavation the hard way, then I'll give them the easy way.
Once they dig for it, yeah. It's kind of like a landmine when you're burying bombs like that. It's pretty messed up.
Definitely not OSHA compliant.
No.
All right, BumRushBlitz opening up. Nope, not gonna. Okay, thought we were about
that
to
could have
see.
been some mentor intervention right there. Actually, I feel like
we were about to see an early Thieves Town play, but nope. I think it was just an open.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hammer dash there from DaddyGamers.
Yeah, killing it right now. And a no-brainer of a play when you do have the Titan's mitts, the hammer, and the boots. That's what that was made for, So,
yep.
And getting a heart for the trouble, and that's definitely not a bad find at this point. We've got blind looming in the distance. That can be a bit of a heart eater for newer runners,
especially on
really
Green
just
Mail.
Thieves Town in general. Yeah, exactly on Green Mail. So that's not bad. Not a bad find at all.
Yeah. Now there is Blue Cane here, I believe, in the treasure chest game, so they can grab that for safety's sake.
Okay. Let's see. Taking some damage. BumRushBlitz over there, rolling on 1 heart right now. Really needs to be careful, or at the very least, make sure you can collect these last 2 chests.
I wonder if you take the intentional death here just to get that refill of the hearts.
It's probably something I would suggest as a mentor and leave up to my racer. We'll see what happens.
The map.
Just the map.
And it's going to use the red potion.
Interesting play. That could have even been a to ease nerves, to not have to worry so much about the potential of death there. I don't know. That was interesting usage of that. I might have liked to save that for blind.
That was what I was thinking. It might be better to save that for blind, especially if you're going in with only 5 hearts.
Right. Yeah. So hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt them, and we will see. Oh yeah, Verts makes a good point. They did take a death earlier and could be really determined to play it safe at this point. I could definitely see that mindset for sure.
Meanwhile, DaddyGamers is just making their way around, picking up all the chests in good condition in terms of life. Oh, I like this play here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't call it Hellway for nothing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So
you
might as well
have
protect
that
yourself.
safety. Might as well use it.
Yeah. Chad also pointing out. We do have, we'll have the Cane of Burna and Half Magic, which is basically a free pass to just finish blind without really any effort whatsoever. So hopefully the runners either know that, or the mentors, pick that info up for them, and no need to worry about magic or anything, because it's going to refill right after the fight. Just go ahead and play it safe, put that barrier around you, and kill blind.
Yeah. Now, good use there of the cane.
Yeah,
that
was pretty clutch.
For BumRushBlitz.
Yeah, that was cool. And also picking up another medallion. So there's something to be said for having all 3 medallions before you even know what the medallions are, and you're like, doesn't even matter. I don't even care. I just got them all.
Of course, one thing now that has popped into my head is technically, Ice Palace is open now.
Gross. That's gross. Yeah, I guess I guess you're right with the bombos.
With the bombos.
Ugh, dude, that's nasty.
I'm just saying. It's there. If anybody, wants to be bold. We do see DaddyGamers using the potion.
Do you see that BumRushBlitz has 5 hearts right now? What are you talking about, you monster? And green mail too?
Yeah, this is Cane of Bruna, the seed.
Well, yeah.
I like the safe moves here. Yeah, getting the hearts.
Yeah,
really
love that hallway
safe,
for all the hearts. Love those.
The spins, and we get flute.
Das Flute. Wow. Okay. This has been a great play for both runners. We had a medallion. We had flute there. Still remains to be seen what else, but that's value right there.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like we had some more mentor intervention over there. We had a fake out to the hammer room.
Yeah, no, Flute plus Bombos is a pretty good Thief's Stone, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm seeing a little bit of conversation in chat about what is or is not completable in Ice Palace. It looks like it's one of those situations where it's sort of dependent on what kind of key logic you get once you get in there. Definitely will be interesting to see if either one of them make an early play for Ice Palace, knowing that they could definitely complete it if they know the right bomb jumps, but it could even be logically completable too.
Yeah. Great. Oh man, this is a nice looking blind fight here from BumRushBlitz.
And there's the cane to finish it off. Excellent. Awesome.
Great job.
Very well done.
And with only 5 hearts, that is very well executed. Let's see how TheDaddyGamers does.
All right, and here it comes. Okay, there's the second phase of the blind script. Knows at least that much. Okay, and then abandoning just like we do, just like we taught him on the cast.
Just and forget then, it and pull out your cane.
Yeah, and then finishing it up with no problems there. So GG to TheDaddyGamers, both of them excellent blind fights.
Yeah. Now, Timp, a question for you, for our viewers and listeners out there. Would you say any particular advantage exists right now for these runners, or is it pretty even?
Really, I mean, we've seen them make essentially the same plays side by side, with the exception of BumRushBlitz taking a death, but BumRushBlitz is actually ahead right now, so it feels extremely even to me. I don't know. Are you seeing something that I'm not seeing?
No, that was just me trying to set you up to point out how even the race is.
Yeah. No, it really could go either way. A death right now would unequalize things quite a bit. So, actually, we have some variation here. Speaking of which, it looks like TheDaddyGamers has opted to go up and check out Skull Woods. Doing a little bit of item dipping here. Obviously, doesn't have the fire rod, can't finish, but just gonna dip in here and see what they get.
I like doing that Skull Woods check, because the front half of Skull Woods, you really don't need anything to complete it, and if you do end up finding items there, that can really affect your routing down the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Not to mention, it's something that you were probably going to do. I mean, I guess you could come back here in go mode and not have to worry about it, but it's probably something that your opponent is going to come back and do as well. Ooh, and we have TheDaddyGamers setting up a bomb jump.
There we go. Very well executed.
Nailed it. Not even an issue.
Sadly,
getting a compass. Yeah, getting a compass for the troubles. That's a shame. But excellent. First try execution on the bomb jump. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and BumRushBlitz coming up on Hype Cave. Not gonna find a whole lot there, as we already know. I think there was like a heart piece. It's like
the heart container was the only thing of note.
Yeah. Okay.
Now maybe something here in the back of Skull Woods, but only one chest, so not very good odds. Oh, nice use of the ether.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know that I'm all for this play, if I'm being honest. It almost seems like they thought they had the red cane, which is why they would just like jump in and do it. But
yeah,
this is pretty time-consuming check,
yeah, it is. Now I will say they have not gotten any items out of Skull Woods yet, so they have a 1 in 3 chance of this being something, and it's only $50. So
yeah, I'm not sure if I would have taken the time for that, but I'm not racing. Who even knows, what's going on behind the scenes in their chat and all that? Like, who could say? And Pyramid just has a big 20, so it's another one we can check off.
Yep, I'm trying to, as we play along here, mark off what we have checked.
How's that going for you?
Well, I'm mostly just furiously clicking right now.
Okay.
So
Green Rupee in King's Tomb.
Looking at what's open, fortunately, there's not too much. Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, at least, we have BumRushBlitz going over to check out what's going to be on Catfish. Just kind of getting these checks out of the way. I would imagine that it's just kind of something you have to do in every seed, is make the time to go check out Pyramid and Catfish, you know. Except the times you don't, of course, but we're all still looking for items, so. And just Teneros.
Yeah. I mean, looking at what is open right now, it is possible the best play is at Pod Eastern.
Yeah, absolutely. Vert's just mentioned again, we haven't seen those. Yeah.
My crazy idea of trying to do Ice Palace. It could, I mean, it's, if you know the right bomb jumps, it's completable right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, completable, not in sequence. It could be in sequence, but we just don't know.
True.
And you know, also that now that we have the flute activated, we could. There's a few more extra places we can go, and we're actually seeing one of those right now over on Daddy Gamer's side, who's checking Meyer Shed.
Yeah.
Also,
usually don't see the check here. You always want to try to wrap that in with Meyer, but it is open, and there aren't a lot of other good options on the table.
Absolutely, yeah. The medallion needed to get in was Quake, which is the one that we don't have. Oopsies. Uh-oh. So, yeah, we're going to have to find that. Oh, wait, actually, Meyer is
Meyer's
so that we might not have to find it. In fact, we're hoping that we never see it again. But that would be pretty trolly, wouldn't it?
It would be. Well, maybe the Smiths will give us something here.
Yeah, let's see what the Breadsmith's got for us. Just a heart.
Well, that is a real shame because there's almost... I'm like looking at it.
That's how I feel too.
Okay, so you got now? Pod Eastern, Ice Palace. Maybe you can grab something from the ledge in Death Mountain.
I was thinking about that. That's pretty much that would be terrible.
But the cave. Right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the Spectacle Rock Cave. We also have a Gina's Cave, as Vash points out in chat. That's Sphere 1, so, you know, that could be something that you see what it is and go, oh my god, that's been there the whole time. Like Fire Rod, maybe, or Bow. So, we'll see. Finally gonna see what's in Sahasrarla's closet here. Heart. Single arrow and the lamp.
Okay, no more dark rooms.
That's a shame, really. Honestly, I would like to see some dark room guidance in this race, but there'll be more.
Yeah, and it's still possible that BumRushBlitz could end up dark rooming.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. Although, you know, you have to imagine they'll probably be over there to Sahasrarla's closet eventually.
Vert's asking about, did we see Bumper Cave? I don't believe we did.
No, I don't even think we've seen what's on the ledge. We haven't even got a peek yet, as far as I know.
Okay, down in desert we have Boomerang on Desert Ledge, so gonna guess that that's not gonna get picked up, even though the Boomerang is the best item in the game.
Stop, Axe. Stop. Okay, and it looks like BumRushBlitz coming over to check their hammer pegs. Oh, wait, did they check those already? They might be doing the Smith. Or the
yeah, I think this is
the lunchbox.
Lunchbox.
Okay.
So Gina, nothing. Okay, we've got. Have we checked King's Tomb?
Yes. Yeah, I don't believe there's anything there.
Nothing in King's Tomb. All right, we're gonna get see Dark, or we're gonna get Old Man.
I just need to say this real quick. Trinex saying in the chat that they would totally grab the boomerang if they remembered it when they got back there.
Oh,
I'm very surprised about that take.
Somebody else likes the boomerang, you know.
That's all. I have a lot of respect for Trinex saying that in chat.
And I missed right there. What was the lunchbox item?
Oh, I missed it too. Sorry.
Big money.
Big money. Okay. Thank you, chat.
And we already got the, yeah, at this point, there is a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Vitor pointing out in chat that the blue boomerang is a stun item, which would open us up to the stun prize pack. So, Father of Randomizer coming in and schooling us.
Yeah. We got silvers up on the Spectacle Rock Ledge.
Well, that's something we're probably going to go get.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, it looks like DaddyGamers going to get it now. And get that hint, too, which is great. We'll see what that hint's got for us.
Well, DaddyGamers cannot get on top of Spectacle Rock because they don't have mirror.
Oh, sorry. I was watching the other screen. I thought you meant that it was in here.
No, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll be back for it, I would have to imagine. Unless any of them are just really excited to, show us their silverless Ganon. So.
Now, interesting. Could have checked Spike Cave, but opted not to.
It could be a error. Just not thinking about it, or maybe worried about magic. Yeah, I don't know. Seems like they might have just missed it.
Yeah. But at this point, with the checks, if they do not check Spike Cave, it is Pod, Eastern, or Ice Palace. Those are the only things on the table.
Yeah, it was bound to play out like that. They've been avoiding all of these dungeons for long enough, but usually a dungeon is a good play when you're kind of running out of things to check like this, and it seems like that's the case now.
Lady Box Thief pointing out, and I think she's right, that this might be a setup here from DaddyGamers for Potion Glitch through Pod, if so, I think is a very smart idea.
That does make sense. It definitely tracks. So we'll have to see what they end up doing as they get up here. Nice thing about something about Potion Glitch is you can, if the DaddyGamers doesn't know how to do that, their mentor is probably telling them right now. There's plenty of time to teach that and explain it and set it up before you get there.
And not to interrupt, but BumRushBlitz is doing Dark Old Man right now, so we did get to see some dark rooms here today.
Excellent,
excellent. Through it perfectly.
Thank you for drawing my attention to that, because I almost missed it.
That was very well done.
Awesome.
Hats off to you, BumRushBlitz.
And there's a little bit of love that they get for doing it. It's nice. Kiki's going to open up Pod for us. Let's see what's in that bad boy.
All right, let's see. Are we bow locked or are we open?
This is one of the worst places to not have a mirror. Like having to turn around and go and just walk back up those steps. It's like exercise.
I suppose you could take the death, but not with that much. Guess we are bow locked in Pod. Now, DaddyGamers did bring that potion, so we'll see if that was the idea.
Would you do it?
Yes.
I would too.
Absolutely right now, because it could very well be that Ice Palace is the logic play, which, dear God, I joked about it, and I want to apologize to both our owners right now for that if it comes true.
I honestly, I don't mean any ill will towards the runners or anything, but I would love to see that because I think it's a perfect way to demonstrate. I mean, there are so many bomb jumps in Ice Palace. It's like, okay, does this mentor thing, is it going to pay off or no? Are we going to be able to execute on some of these bomb jumps that
All right, it's bottle glitch time.
It is bottle glitch time. Hey, Zylo, thanks for joining us. We are... right in the thick of it right now. It's been a pretty exciting one.
Bottle glitch.
Okay. I think they're getting some instruction right now. Yep. That's so cool. I love that. Drinking the potion and walking, staying close to that wall.
Yep, they got it.
There it is. Now just get out of here. Get out of here, you dumb mimics. You too, get out of here. Gotta get them caught on the skulls if you want them to stay. There we go. All right,
great job. And awesome. We are going to see Spike Cave check here from BumRushBlitz.
Oh, good. Okay.
And this is, I believe, in logic right now because of the half magic.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the blue cane. Yeah, it was so cool to see the brief pause. Exactly what that was. That was all right, now here's what you're going to do,
Just a big 20 in Spike Cave, and we do get a bunch of small keys, but I don't know if Pod is going to work out here.
Ooh, taking the bonk to get back to that chest, that's very slick.
Like the bonk, that is a pro strat right there.
Yeah. Just making short work of pod, just going all around, getting everything
this is some excellent pod routing from TheDaddyGamers.
God, how cool would it be to see the bow in here?
Oh, don't joke like that. Because remember, this is out of logic right now.
Yeah. Vitor literally designed the key logic for this, telling us that these are both just keys. So thank you, Vitor, for letting us know. Because, yeah. Still working on my pod logic. Even after that email in the last episode, I'm still like rereading that, trying to wrap my brain around it.
We got to remember the spheres.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So we are going to see a divergence here because BumRushBlitz looks to be heading to Eastern.
Yeah. Could be a bow in there, too.
Could be a bow in there. Could be a fire rod. Could be a hook shot, open up swamp. Could be mirror. Could be a lot of stuff.
Could be a lot of stuff.
And commentator's cursor right there. I was wrong. BumRushBlitz looks to be heading to pod.
Going to pod, yeah.
Now, see right there, if they had the boomerang, they wouldn't be stuck right now. Oh, but I guess that's what they wanted. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to see... should be seeing quite a few items. It was pretty key-heavy beginning of pod, and I at least know that much, that when you get a lot of keys in the front, that business in the front, you get a nice little party in the back.
Hopefully it is a party with some progression.
Progression party. And get another key. A little bit more business. And a big 20.
Well, at least our runners won't be hurting from money.
Nope. And what are these guys guarding?
They're very aggressively guarding that key.
Okay, so we're definitely going to want to check Harmless Hellway under these conditions.
Yep. Heart.
Just a heart. TheDaddyGamers now on their second row of hearts. I know for me, that's usually when I kind of feel like, I start to feel like I'm...
Oh, and BumRushBlitz is saving quitting out because they did not have a potion.
Oh, dang.
Well,
maybe they were just sort of trying to bank on a key being in that first chest.
Yeah, now, I do have to say, if TheDaddyGamers finds something here, it's possible it could lead him astray because this is all out of logic right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like there is nothing in pod. So pod is a bust.
Yeah.
Well, this evens things right back up between our two runners. I'm guessing both are going to be heading for Eastern. But,
Eastern or Ice? I mean, those are really the only two plays that are going to produce anything, I think, at this point.
Yeah, curious to see what TheDaddyGamers does. I think
I'd love to see one
right
of each.
Here would be bold and potentially a great play.
Picking up the potion, I have to. That feels like a pre-ice move.
Going to 8.
And there's the flute to 8. Woo! Nice.
Blue mail in Eastern. That's a nice pickup. It's a little bit of safety. We'll make ice a little bit safer for BumRushBlitz whenever they head over there.
Mm-hmm. All right, no fire rod, but of course we can just bust out Bombos and take out all of our Freezors that way whenever we need to open a door that requires killing them. So that's what we're doing here with TheDaddyGamers, and here's a hint. Oh, nice. Piece of heart above the pose, which is referring to the graveyard ledge. If and when we find mirror and we're still looking for items, we can safely cross that one off our list. Don't need to go look.
And we've got Ice
nice
Rod in Eastern.
Oh, okay. Ice Rod in Eastern.
So there are 2 chests left. We'll see if they pay off in Eastern.
We're getting our first Ice Palace item location over here on TheDaddyGamers side. Just going to town on those Pengators.
Yeah, and BumRushBlitz doing a great job with the skeletons. Ooh, only a big 20 in the first remaining chest. There is one left.
Axe, I don't know if you saw what TheDaddyGamers just picked up, but it's shiny and reflective, and it warps you.
Oh, well, that is a big find.
Yeah. Ice
was
looks
the play.
to have indeed been the play, and TheDaddyGamers wasting no time getting out of there. Gonna go ahead and try that mirror out on for size in the light and dark worlds, rather than just slide around ice for a little while. Ice Palace.
Yeah, it will be interesting if this is an in-logic double dip of ice, or if they in fact could have gone on to finish.
By the way, nice super speed glitch from TheDaddyGamers. Good to see those kind of smaller glitches that are purely for moving faster being used. It's not just about the dungeon tricks and things like that.
Oh no! BumRushBlitz saving quitting out after getting the big key in Eastern Palace could have opened that last chest.
And they have the lamp too, so I'm not just a miscalculation. You think?
It could have been. Could have been
okay.
that they had already gotten 3 items.
Well, I did just see them do one of those like frustration grabs on the wall there, so I almost wonder if it was sort of a knee-jerk reaction, and their mentor went, "Oh wait, oh you shouldn't have done that."
Yeah, we're gonna see a Hera climb now from TheDaddyGamers.
Okay. Actually, and I'm seeing in chat, it could have been 3 items. That could have been what was going on there, and it was just sort of a late save and quit. They didn't realize right away, maybe.
Hey, Tim,
so
guess what?
I apologize. Yeah.
There's a shovel in Ganon's tower.
Oh, was that the hint?
Yeah, it's
Cool.
that's a game changer.
It could be cool to if they both run out of arrows, and they need to go find the shovel so that they can dig up more arrows. That'd be fun.
Let's hope not. That would be
that'd be kooky.
They're hurting right now, having to dip into ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Fortunately, they can just dip and go, which is nice.
I forgot BumRushBlitz had not checked Skull Woods yet, so this is going to be a bit of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as we know, nothing really of any note in there. There was, I think, 150 rupees in Middle Skull Woods, and all of this was fruitless.
Yeah.
Ooh, and missing the bomb jump. That one looks like it should be okay. There you go.
Okay, the map is in Hera Basement, so that's nice to find out. And, oh, here we go. We're going to try for the bomb jump in Hera. Perfect. Well done. And they get the powder for their effort.
Excellent. Well done, TheDaddyGamers.
And both our runners on Blue Mail now, and given the sequencing of things, it looks like both runners will probably be at Red Mail before too long, or at least before the end of the seed.
Mm-hmm. And Vert's pointing out, definitely nice heads-up play to not do what I think a lot of people would do there and save and quit, and instead use the mirror and head over to check Spiral Cave and Paradox Cave. Could have been easy to save and quit and then go to Mountain and be like, ooh. Oh, and we have a Wallmaster grab.
Wallmaster.
I hate that thing.
Me too. I always try to figure out if I'm getting too greedy, and then I get in my head, and it's no fun.
And there's our Fire Rod in Spiral Cave. That is a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, that is a great find. That's going to open up a lot of this seed.
And as we know, Eastern has the Ice Rod, I believe you said, right?
Yep.
I didn't see that one.
Ice Rod. So
okay.
We are just a red cane away from Turtle Rock access.
Mm-hmm. But still quite a few items left for Go Mode. Ooh, and we have BumRushBlitz taking a death.
That's a rough one there.
Oh, Death Warp is what we...
Oh, was that an intentional death?
Looked intentional.
Yep, I was trying to follow Paradox Cave. Because
same, yeah. My eyes are glued to Paradox
there.
Cave. Yeah. Sorry for missing that one. Thanks, chat, for keeping us honest. All right, we've got the bomb jump up here. Paradox Cave, excellent. That one's pretty easy. It's pretty much free.
Yeah.
You just have to be careful not to accidentally scoot your way off the ledge while you're setting it up.
Now they're heading back down. Did they? I think they forgot the one room.
I wondered that. I assumed I just missed it because that's happened to me a couple times. Yeah, so the way that they have their trackers set up, it's sort of unfortunate how far apart the screens are. But that's nitpicking.
But we did see a hint that said there is a unique item here, and we know it's not the shovel, and it is the book.
A little bit of literature.
And tempered sword. That's pretty good.
Nice haul. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that book, I mean, we know we're going to have to go to desert. So, desert's logic.
A little bit of attack power, a little bit of light progression to play with. That's nice finds. And BumRushBlitz here in the first room of Ice Palace going to go ahead and collect their mirror. Interested to see if they try to stick it out and clear Ice Palace while they're here, or if they also are going to dip.
Now, did they grab a potion before they came in here?
I am not sure if they did or not, actually.
If they did, I wonder if they're going to try for it.
Okay, that looked like a case of also on BumRushBlitz's side, their mentor telling them. That looked like that was like a stream delay amount of like waiting they did before leaving.
Oh, and Ether TR is openable.
Okay, and open it, TheDaddyGamers shall. So we'll get to, I guess, see the hint in there, and good to open it now, so you don't have to do that later. Avoid this little cutscene. And they are going to go check that hint. I think that's a good play. I would definitely do that.
I like checking this hint.
Mm-hmm.
Some arrows and a piece of heart require a big red bomb. Okay, that's the Pyramid Fairy out.
Yep, very helpful. It's a big time save. If they end up last locationing something, they can at least skip that one.
Well, and that's a great location to filter out because it does end up very often being your last location, something that's on that list, and it's a little bit time-consuming to get to. And we're not talking as time-consuming as, some areas like Agena Cave, or if you isolate the Ice Palace Cave or Ice Rod Cave, but still good to knock that off the list.
Mm-hmm. Oh, BumRushBlitz going back for that tablet. Or no, going into Hera. Actually, I don't know if they have the book yet. Was that TheDaddyGamers that had that?
TheDaddyGamers has the book.
Has the book, and BumRushBlitz does not. Okay. Now, Trinex in chat has switched around the order of the two runners so that the screens are next to each other. I think that's smart. Unfortunately, I don't want to do that because we already called it out one way, and if we do end up, sending this to YouTube, then I don't want to have to switch the videos halfway through. So next time we'll be a little more heads up before we start the race, but it is what it is now.
Yeah.
Trinex is telling me to fix it in post. Trinex knew how much time I spent editing podcasts. He would not joke around about stuff like that. Yeah, well, no, I could definitely do it. It'd just be time consuming.
So, looks like most of the Dark Death Mountain circuit was a bust.
TheDaddyGamer is going to check out Spike Cave, which I believe was pointed out they could have checked earlier and just sort of maybe didn't account for it, and is now doing it.
Yeah, BumRushBlitz checked here.
Mm-hmm.
What was on the floating island? Was that anything worthwhile?
Oh, I don't know if I saw that, actually, now that you say
I'm
that.
Guessing it's not because they opened it up to get the one chest, but didn't go up to the floating island.
Yeah. We're seeing a report of arrows. Sounds like it was junk. Thank you, Ladybot Steve.
All right.
I will take your word for it because I definitely didn't see it, and I feel like there would have been maybe a bigger reaction from chat if it was something worth grabbing. Yeah, and BumRushBlitz took a fall in Hera, and rather than continue to climb back up, opted to just nope out. Interesting play.
Well, both our runners noped out of Hera, which you better hope this is not a pedestal seed, or they're gonna regret that.
Yeah.
But could it? I mean, this point, what are they really looking for? They're looking for red cane.
Daddy Gamers finding a cape on the torch in desert, by the way. Could be progression, but sorry. So we're looking for.
We're looking for red cane and bow and hook shot. So,
and we know, and Daddy Gamers needs to grab Ice Rod, though we do know.
We know Meyer can't have. It can't be cane because Meyer is one of our pendants. So, and it can't be Pod because it can't be bow because Pod is a pendant. So it could be hookshot there. That's the only thing we're looking for that could be on the pedestal.
All right, Daddy Gamer is going to mirror back to the entrance, and I would imagine going to go ahead and take care of Land Mollusk now. Shame we didn't see anybody steal a key, but
well, we know what we think about key stealing here, Timp.
We like it. We love it.
Do
we want some more of
it.
Yeah.
Is that the official Go Mode podcast key stealing opinion? All right.
Well. Or you wouldn't download a key.
Hey, don't test me, Waru. You don't know me. Maybe I do. Maybe I do download keys.
So there is also Swamp Palace.
Right. So you can go into Swamp, but you can't finish it.
Right. There's really only a few items you can get to without that hook shot, including all of left side, which hopefully no one wants to do.
I don't know. Left side Swamp Man. That's what I hear all the cool kids are doing these days.
Yeah. All right, Daddy Gamer's finishing up Land Mollusk. That's another crystal and some bombs for the trouble.
Great. So, if you're Daddy Gamers, what are you thinking right now? Are you thinking?
I'm just listening to what my mentor tells me to do. I'm not thinking at all. I'm just going, where do I go next? Okay, now what? That's what I'm doing.
All right. Well, what if you're Daddy Gamer's mentor?
I lied to get my way into the tournament. No, I'll play along. We do have the tablets.
Yeah, we can
I don't believe have been
checks.
checked. I would definitely be interested to see what's on those. Especially with the flute and the mirror, it's not too hard to jump around the world.
We could go back to ice.
Definitely not a bad play. And there's our red cane. In Checkerboard Cave. That is huge. And that's one of those, now we can go to Meyer if we wanted to. I mean, I know it's a pendant, but if we wanted to check for some more items, we could do that.
Well, we can't because we don't have Quake.
Ah, crap. I forgot about that.
But we can go to Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock is in Logic and is Crystal. I'm heading to Turtle Rock right now if I'm Daddy Gamers.
I think you're right. I think that's definitely the play. Once you find that red cane, that's absolutely the play.
Okay, bit of an alternate strategy here from Daddy Gamers. Going to finish up Skull Woods. I think that's acceptable.
Yeah, no, I like that too, actually. I like that very much.
Yep. Meanwhile, we've got BumRushBlitz about to check the tablet up here.
Yeah, and as Lek points out, before anybody heads to Turtle Rock, I'm sure they're wanting to have that ice rod in tow. Which Daddy Gamers does not, and we know that's in Eastern. Probably not going to go to Eastern before they go to Turtle Rock because they don't have the bow. So that's a little bit of a pickle.
Do you think this is a Laser Bridge bow special, Timp?
It's feeling like a laser bridge bow seed, actually.
Oro pointing out it could be a vanilla bow.
Could be vanilla. Well, did we find all 3 items in Eastern or no?
I don't know if we did or not. I counted 2.
Okay. Trinex reminding us the bow could also be an Ice Palace.
And DaddyGamers not doing a head check.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
And awesome to see BumRushBlitz grabbing their cane right now, too. Keeping things nice and even. That's awesome.
Yeah, now, of course, BumRushBlitz we don't have a tracker for, so I'm trying to remember, is there any other item that BumRushBlitz is missing that DaddyGamers has?
I'm just kind of going through in my head also. I don't think so.
Yeah, actually, in terms of items, BumRushBlitz is a little ahead because they have the Ice Rod that they got from Eastern.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, great, Mothula.
Yeah, very good Mothula. And getting a map, which means that the items, I think one was in one was in Middle Skull Woods. The last one must be
in this last one, the last chest.
Yeah, which with the mirror, I usually grab that first. I know we talked about that on our episode about Skull Woods or whatever, but and this time it would have had an item. Let's see what it is.
What do you think it could be? Bow or hook shot?
I mean, sort of. I don't know why. I just kind of got a good feeling.
That's all we're waiting for.
Yeah. Well, actually, to be honest, I was sort of thinking maybe like a sword, although tempered to butter wouldn't even be a big deal.
Yeah, can't. Maybe a shield.
Just heart.
Nope. All right.
Never mind.
Let's see if we're gonna get a pedestal check. I would check it here. Actually, no, I wouldn't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I guess I would because it still could be hook shot.
Oh, I would definitely check it. Yeah.
Yep.
You just got to make sure it's not that. See what kind of night you're gonna have. Oh.
Nope, you can't pull it.
Can't do it that way. That's all right. Oh, just the shield.
All right, the riot shield. All right.
Safely ignore that.
Goodbye, Ped.
The sword will sleep again forever, I'm sure, by the end of the night. Oh, getting mugged.
Well, it's okay. They should be clear of needing any money at this point.
Yeah, clearly that dude needed it more than Shantae.
Yeah. Shantae will just, beat up some more folks and take their lunch money.
Yep.
Some...
gonna hit the sick kid
some
back up.
Some stealing from the sick kid.
That was definitely some karma, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Not sure what DaddyGamers is doing here. Oh, maybe going to check Bumper Cave?
Oh,
yeah, Bumper Cave.
Not a bad play. Well, maybe not a great play either. I don't know. I think I
would just bite the bolt and go to TR.
Mm-hmm. I probably would too.
Good item density and but DaddyGamers doesn't have Ice Rod.
No. So I mean, I know we talked about that. I'm sure they're probably thinking about that, but it's just one of those like catch-22s where like I don't blame them for not going to Eastern because you want to try to find the bow up there first. So. But it's like, if the bow is in Turtle Rock and the Ice Rod is in Eastern Palace, it's like they each have what the other one needs to finish it.
Well, there's one other thing they could do. Well, 2 actually.
What's that?
We could go left side swamp. Or we could go back to ice.
Yeah. Man, what a
terrible choice.
No, I mean, if you went left side swamp and you found something, it's like great, but I mean, if you go there and you don't find anything, it's like, God, what have I been doing with my last 5 minutes?
Yeah, you don't find that. That's when you go .forfeit.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, never surrender or whatever, but that would definitely, yeah.
I wouldn't actually forfeit that, but it would be going through my head.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
And BumRushBlitz finishing off Desert Palace. So,
excellent.
Actually, I think at this point, play really is to BumRushBlitz because they've got let's see... No, okay, I think going to Skull Woods. But BumRushBlitz can finish TR because BumRushBlitz has got Ice Rod. So after they do Skull Woods here, I'm curious if they make the play and go up to TR.
I mean, it would make a lot of sense for them to do it with the Ice Rod, absolutely.
Right, and then that
full clearable.
That early Eastern check really will pay off.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we'll just have to see. Unfortunately, Magic Bat doesn't have anything, just Teneros.
I mean, and with Pod being a pendant dungeon, we might never see BumRushBlitz go back in there after seeing that it was bow locked.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point.
Because the only other thing, it could be that maybe we've got some crazy scenario where the hook shot is on SirHashla, but that's the only case in which you would need to go back to Pod.
Yeah, that's true.
And, TheDaddyGamers did a great job routing through Pod, but ended up being a whole bottom enough, and that is why we are so close right now.
Yeah. Man, I would love to hear some of these mentoring sessions right now. When it gets an hour in like this, it's not really about their conversation probably sounds a lot like ours, in a lot of ways. I mean, we have the knowledge of the other racer, of course, that they don't have, but
right.
I think it's probably just like talking out. Ooh, and there's the bow in K45. Wow.
Ooh.
And that's been available for a minute.
That has been, wow. Well, I can only hope that BumRushBlitz immediately goes south after finishing up Skull Woods and ignores everything I was just saying about going to TR.
Right. And TheDaddyGamers, you have to imagine, is going to make a beeline for Eastern before they go to Turtle Rock.
Yep, that is, the play is going to be over to Eastern. The only thing I would think is maybe they feel like they need to finish Pod just to get that green pendant.
That's not a bad thought, honestly. And I think, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I definitely could be, but I think that Helmasaur King might have an item. C/D, anybody?
Could it?
I guess we'll...
No, I think it could still have the compass, I think.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think it could have an item, but I think it... I honestly don't remember.
Okay, yeah.
I know it can't be a small key. Because we got all those. I just don't forget if we got both the map and the compass. I thought I remember seeing the map.
The compass was definitely in the big chest. I don't remember if I saw the map or not.
I don't think I saw the map. Alright, well, BumRushBlitz gonna fight Mothula. Here we go.
Chucking fire.
Yeah, just spitting that hot fire right in that moth.
Getting a lot of spike damage, but also a lot of hearts, so not too bad. Just needs to finish this up quickly. Yeah.
Alright, I think that's one more hit.
One more.
No, one more from that. Ooh.
Oh, and out of magic. Oh, okay, had one more.
Last
My
shot.
mistake. All right, excellent.
Ooh.
Well done from BumRushBlitz.
Half magic paid off.
Yes.
Alright, and
TheDaddyGamers indeed going through.
Yep.
Going through Eastern.
About to get their Ice Palace, their Ice Rod.
Yep. Yeah, and there's no way they don't go straight up to Turtle Rock once this is done, but we'll see. Maybe they've got some good ideas for detours.
I would say is maybe they want to finish off Ice Palace first, and then that way they can route right over into, and hope maybe that the hook shot is somewhere in Ice Palace, and that way you don't have to go and climb Death Mountain twice.
Yeah, well, and I'm not necessarily implying that, that's the last thing you need to do. As Tanzi points out, they still need Swamp, and I realize that, but the value that you're going to get out of Turtle Rock and being able to complete it, I feel like I would make a stop for that, even having to climb the mountain twice.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
The only thing, too, is, at this point, you're one away from go mode. So you really want to go, I imagine, item density.
Yeah,
and TR's got 5.
You can't finish Ice Palace. So with glitches you can finish Ice Palace. So I imagine in the spirit of having the fastest play, I'm sure even if these guys are having trouble with their bomb jumps, you've convinced me. I think you got to go to Ice Palace next. try to see if you can get the hook shot, which would be awesome because then you could finish up Swamp Palace and then go do Turtle Rock and have that be the last thing that you do.
So I'm gonna devil's advocate you here. Go mode Ice Palace is much, much faster. So maybe they're thinking, if I do TR, full clear TR versus Go mode TR is pretty much the same. The only difference really being Laser Bridge, you still might have to go there anyway.
Or maybe if you're able to skip the big chest.
Yeah. But Go moding Ice Palace is a huge time save.
That is true. And we've never really talked about, maybe we should explore this on a future episode or something. I would love to hear Herf's thoughts on this, but I wonder which one wastes more time. You know, an extra trip up Death Mountain or having to do a non-Go mode Ice Palace.
I don't know. What does everybody in chat think?
Yeah, I'm interested to hear people's thoughts on that. I have to believe that a second trip up Death Mountain would be worse. Check out BumRushBlitz getting caught by these dead rocks in the worst possible place. That happens to me probably like 1 in every 4 seeds. Dead rock's gonna dead rock. That's right, Bungie.
Yeah. Like Tansi said, hookshot can't be an ice. Is that true?
It doesn't seem likely. Trinex is pushing back a little bit on that. I think it could be in the chest that's right after in like the freezer room.
Yeah, could
right?
be. Yeah. Could be there, I think.
Yeah, it could be in freezer room. I mean, it's one spot out of quite a few that we have left to look at, so it's not great odds.
Yeah, I mean, the value there is that you're just getting Ice Palace over and done with, and if you get the hook shot, then you're setting yourself up great for doing Swamp. But now that I'm realizing there's only 2 items in Ice Palace.
Yeah, Lek raises a good point. Yeah, even though it technically could be, it's pretty unlikely, and it sort of goes contradictory to what I had said, that maybe it is better to go up to Turtle Rock first. You know.
Yeah, well, we're doing Turtle Rock right now over on BumRushBlitz's stream.
Yeah, and I have to imagine their mentor giving them the heads up at the last minute that without the hook shot, you need to go this way. You know, the long way. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, you can still get back. Okay,
I don't know. Oh, crap!
Oh.
I've definitely done that before.
Yeah.
I've definitely done this before. This is the secondary ride of shame. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
And so they're activating that right there. It would be better to activate these 2 and then activate that one from above.
Up top, yeah.
Right, but a small mistake, and of course they make it in no problems the second time.
Yeah.
But that might have been the difference they needed to make it through that second time with that error.
Yes, I think you're right there.
So something to think about for next time, you know? That's how you get better.
Yep.
Okay, and continuing on, opting not to mirror there, as we sort of talked about on our Turtle Rock episode. You know, do you mirror there, or do you just go ahead and hoof it on back? And they're opting to hoof back. So. Definitely on BumRushBlitz side, okay, not doing too bad with the tempered sword. I always just go ahead and fire rod that thing. It's just so much faster.
Yeah, and when you've got half magic isn't something you need to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
very well handled chain chomp room.
Mm-hmm. Well done. Taking a little ride in the tubes here. Check out the rest of TR. While we have a little break in the action here, just want to take a quick moment to thank all of our viewers for being with us and for supporting both our racers and our mentors in this first match. Also want to give a huge shout out to our volunteer team and really everyone who has stepped in to help make this tournament a possibility. Even just in this first match getting started here, it's clear that, tensions are high, people are really excited about it, and that gets us excited, and I think we're going to have a really good time over the next couple months here doing this. So thank you so much to everyone who's here, and glad to be here with you and see the rest of this thing play out.
Me too. Yeah, this is this would not have come together without everybody in the community stepping up and volunteering either as racers, mentors, tournament volunteers. So thank you very much from myself, and I'm sure Hurf as well, is even though he's asleep over and the other
he
side.
better be asleep. It's way past his bedtime. Sometimes I will see him up, I'll see a little green light next to his name in the Discord, and it's like this late. I'm like, isn't it like 4 a.m. over there or something crazy like that? He's like, yeah, don't mention it. Don't tell me.
Yeah, he's done that with me sometimes where I'm the person awake. He's like, isn't it? Right,
yeah, you log some pretty late nights sometimes too, I see in the Discord, but it's all good.
Yeah, insomnia is a fun thing.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, I like this with Daddy Gamers using the cane to just dash their way through.
I like that too. I don't feel like I see that a whole lot. That's a nice sort of heads up play. And we've got Mimic Cave over here from BumRushBlitz. Get him over there. There you go. And Mimic Cave has just a piece of heart.
Yeah.
You got
interesting. Daddy Gamers also using tempered sword strats on this bounty fellow. I don't know what they're called.
The Pokey, I think.
Pokey?
It's like a Super Mario enemy.
Yeah, it's from Mario 2, right?
Yeah. Speaking of Mario enemies, Daddy Gamers making their way through the Chain Chomp room.
Apparently they are called Boku.
Okay.
Okay, I did not know that. I'm very bad at knowing enemy names in Zelda. It's just, that monster over there.
Yeah, it's much easier to just describe them. Like, oh, the viney guy.
I think the only one I know is Lizalfos.
Lizalfos, yeah. Wait, what are those?
Those are, well, they aren't in here, but they're in Ocarina of Time, they're in Breath of the Wild.
Dude, that's not even in this game. What are you talking about?
It's a Zelda enemy, I'm expanding our horizons.
Okay. BumRushBlitz is going to have to watch their health, especially since they're probably, going to take some damage right here. They are on a half heart and... Okay. Cape. Yeah. I might take that potion. Mm-hmm. You hate to do it. That's one of those things where it's like you're literally doing it to save your own life. You would have loved to save it, but the alternative being probably death is unacceptable.
Yeah, it's much better, and this is for everybody out there, if when in doubt, drink your blue potion. It doesn't help you if you save your blue potion for when you really need it and you're dead.
Right. BumRushBlitz taking the long way around there, just taking the scenic route, but eventually makes it over to the platform, no problem.
All right, here we go. It's a moment of truth. Are we going to find Hookshot?
The chance for Bo is gone. Okay, taking some iframes here to check the first one. Green Rupee. Not necessarily what we wanted to see. Excellent, avoiding the laser there. Didn't even take any damage on the way in. On the way out, that's not so bad.
I cannot do this for the life of me. I just either tank it or pulse out a cape or a blue cane.
It sort of looks to me like they've practiced it. I sort of get that sense.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nothing useful on Laser Bridge. That's a shame.
That's a big nothing. So, okay, here's a possibility none of us have considered.
What's that?
Hookshot, left side swamp.
Oh, man. Like a French vanilla hookshot?
Yep.
Yikers.
It's either that or ice.
Yeah. I guess that's not so bad because at that point you're literally like... Well, no, it probably is pretty dang bad because if they're in hookshot, if they're in swamp looking for hookshot, it's probably exactly going to be the last place they have looked for it, so...
Yeah, I'm certainly not checking left side swamp for hookshot before anything else at this point.
Mm-hmm. No, I wouldn't. Okay, and BumRushBlitz coming up on Trinex. Just to be clear, this is the Trinex in the game and not the Trinex in chat. Oh, it is the Trinex in chat. Holy crap. It's actually him. Oh, man.
Oh, you're never going to live that one down.
Ooh. Now it's more like Binex.
I really hope that in the next Zelda game, they really expand on this. They've got Quad Necks, Pet Necks.
Synconex. That's silly. Oh, look at the health for BumRushBlitz. You gotta be careful. Look out for that ice. And not quite done with the ice head. I think one more will do it if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Ooh, boy.
Okay. All right. There we go. Do not get hit.
Yep. Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah, that ice is wise. Sometimes it might be worth it to try to go for the right head first.
To try to get rid of the possibility of ice, yeah. Even though it's a little slower because that one comes out second, then you're not left. Oh, and taking the cape, yeah, to avoid the damage. Very well done. I'm gonna give that one a round of applause. That was awesome.
I like the Hiram McDaniels reference. That's it's a good one there for those who listen to Night Vale.
Nice. And picking up that crystal, well done. So the Turtle Rock play, definitely not a bad one. Something we were going to have to do anyways. We were able to check all the items, and now we got to go find that hookshot somewhere.
Yeah, have they? Now we've checked both tablets. It could be Sahashala. Could be Sahashala.
Ooh, I'm getting a mirror bonk. Hate those.
Ugh.
Oh, you mean green pendant turn in?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it absolutely could be. And you mentioned the benefit to maybe going and finishing Helmasaur for that reason.
Yeah,
and,
but that would be
still
the
on the
only
table.
reason.
Yeah, it's still on the table though.
Ugh, what would you rather have it be? Left side swamp or green pendant?
Which one would I probably get to first? I probably would, before I last locationed it, I probably would end up going into swamp just like on a Hail Mary. But maybe not. Who knows?
You don't think you'd say, well, could be Sahashala, I'm in Eastern anyway, let's hop over to Pod?
Hopefully I would say that. Hopefully I would at least realize that, but I don't know that I would act on it.
Are we gonna see oh no. Okay, getting the bow.
Oh, okay.
For a second there, I got very, very excited that we were gonna see BumRushBlitz try to go into swamp, but cooler heads have prevailed. I'm sure that's a mentor saying, absolutely not, do not do that.
No, I think it was K45 all along, but I did see someone in chat say that one of our runners earlier did try to walk out of Mire, which, it happens. I'm sure the nerves are high.
Yeah.
All right, so BumRushBlitz picking up that bow. Just going to be looking for the hook shot. I wonder where they're going next. Kind of looks like swamp. Could also be. I don't know if they've checked the tablet yet. That would be very reasonable to go check that right now. Yeah.
Yeah, tablet.
That's perfectly reasonable. Man, that would be so awesome if it was there too.
Yeah, I think we've already seen tablet from DaddyGamers though.
Oh, did we?
I think it's junk.
Okay.
And no, we didn't talk about it, but DaddyGamers, great job on that Trinex fight.
Yeah, not quite as nail-biting just because they had a little bit more health, but still excellent execution, absolutely.
Yeah, so we are at 123, and I think our runners have been doing a really good job with this seed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. These times are like what you would see in a main tournament, honestly, and I'm very pleased.
I would not, if somebody just started playing the VOD of this and didn't say what tournament it was from, I could have said, that easily could have been from the fall tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, so props to our runners. I'm sure a lot of preparation went into that. I'm sure the mentors are absolutely working their butts off, going through all the possibilities, coaching as best they can. So shout outs to both our teams for an excellent showing in our first match.
Yeah. And we are going to see DaddyGamers doing the Ice Palace play. Man, I don't know if I hope it's in here or I hope it's not. I think both outcomes are going to be pretty upsetting.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see these bomb jumps. I mean, honestly, like from the execution that we've seen, I'm really, it kind of took some of the excitement out because I sort of just expect him to nail it, based on what we've seen. But still definitely, a bit of a check to make sure that this is something they can pull off.
Yep, I mean, and you never know. Nerves in a race can get very real, very fast. Very well could, get a little hands get a little clammy, and suddenly you miss the first Ice Palace bomb jump, and then the second, third, fourth attempt, you're just a little off.
Now, so BumRushBlitz is in Swamp Palace, and they just read a hint, a very helpful one, that said that the big chest just had some couch change, essentially. So that's useful.
Good to know. Not any hint there in Ice Palace.
All right, let's see what our first item location has in Swamp Palace. 50 rupees.
$50. I mean, this is an edge of your seat right now, because whoever finds the hook shot is going to be in a really good spot.
Yeah, it's pretty much a fight to see who can find that hook shot first. Oh, and we have one fall from TheDaddyGamers. No big deal.
Yep, that's okay.
Oh, okay. We have another. Still very much in control. No issues.
Yep, plenty of life.
Okay, all right. They've got the x-axis. They had it in. Okay, now they've got the x-axis. Oh, let's get down a little lower. Oh, okay.
Nope.
No worries. No worries.
There
No worries.
Yeah. Lactansi pointing out BumRush is one dungeon behind, though.
That is true.
I had forgotten the eastern.
There it is. Oh, you know what? I think TheDaddyGamers actually had it at one point and might have moved out of the position they needed for that Ice Palace bomb jump.
So, folks at home, one trick you can do is if you have the kind of sword charged in before you walk in, it will always, and you just hit right or hit left, I'm sorry, it will automatically put you at the right vertical position.
There they go. Okay, they've got the... Okay, I thought maybe it was a little too low, but they did pull it off. All right.
There we go.
Excellent.
Great
so,
job.
yeah, all the attempts, they don't matter because they got plenty of health still, plenty of bombs still, and, you know, still making their way through Ice Palace. So, not a bad job at all. Got the job done. Did what they needed to do. Shoutouts to TheDaddyGamers.
And we're going to see BumRushBlitz going all the way left side.
Can't say I blame him. If you're here, I mean, you took the time to come in here not having the hook shot, you better check every single chest that's available to you to try to find that.
None of this bailing out early. Again, for the newer folks who might be following along with this, the one piece of advice I was given early in my randomizer career and that I've kept in mind is whether or not what you're doing right now is the right call or not, the wrong call almost all the time is to bail out before you've finished doing the check you're doing.
So TheDaddyGamers just got a hint that Bottle and I think that was Compass. It was something that doesn't matter, but Bottle is fire-locked in Misery Mire. So that's one of the items that we know in Misery Mire, which is pretty important because that means there's only one other item left, and it would be really nice to know that we're not going to have to go dip into there, which would involve trying to find Quake somewhere. Can you imagine if our hookshot was in Quake-locked Misery Mire and they needed to find Quake somewhere to go get that?
Oh, that'd be pretty terrible.
So TheDaddyGamers, I think we're seeing another Hallmark mentor moment where he is sort of learning how to do this on the fly. Or I should say his mentor is teaching him.
Yep. It's this is the whole point of having mentors around there. This is something that I'm guessing TheDaddyGamers probably would not be comfortable trying to do on their own, but with the mentor helping them along, this is going to be something they'll be able to pull off in a race and feel good about. Hey, guess what, Tim?
Ooh, so close. What?
We just got Quake in Swamp.
Oh no, I didn't see that. I was watching the Ice Palace bomb jump. Or
we
the
got
bomb
Quake
jump
in Swamp. The dream is alive.
Wow. I'm sorry I even said that out loud.
TheDaddyGamers still working here on this bomb jump. Ooh, so
close. This is going to be the last attempt based on the amount of hearts they have.
Oh no.
Okay, and just the compass at the end of Swamp House. So no hook shot in there.
That hurts so bad for TheDaddyGamers.
That is, yeah, that's tough to see. Now, as has been previously stated and pointed out, there was no way that the hook shot could have been beyond that chest. Does that sound right? Or is that incorrect?
I think BumRushBlitz might be going to do Easter. No, going to do Pod because BumRushBlitz hasn't checked Pod yet. Oh, wouldn't that be something if SirLinkalot has a hook shot and BumRushBlitz says, "Well, I've still got a whole lot of checks doing Pod. Might as well full clear it," and that ends up being the deciding play. That would be quite a moment.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we are going to get probably that green pendant check you were talking about. That would also be a pretty brutal way to find our go mode.
Yeah, I mean those are really the bad options right now. You can either have to go into Mire and it's somewhere in Mire, or it could be here in Pod after you get the green pendant.
Yeah. So Cassidy Moen in chat, shout outs to you, kind of confirming sort of what I was asking about and suspecting. There is actually a chance that the hookshot could still be in Ice Palace, depending on whether or not the freezer room has a small key, or sorry, the iced tea room has a small key, because that will mean that they could theoretically go around the long way from that hookshot Ice Palace bomb jump to check the rest of the locations, and then a hookshot could in the logic actually be there. So as the Daddy Gamers makes their way through, we'll have to see if that shows up. Looks like they actually are going to try to head back.
Yeah. Now, Tip, something that I wanted to ask you about here. So Espeon's helping out Daddy Gamers, and SirLinkalot777's helping out BumRushBlitz. Do you think their experiences they've had playing are really influencing the decisions here that they're giving their mentees? Any thoughts on that?
That's an interesting question, because of the word playing. I think they're probably using more of their expertise from watching and studying and practicing than they are from their own playing. I think playing would probably help them inform more execution advice, which, as we know, when you're dealing with a little bit of a delay, is not necessarily something you can always account for. I think they're probably providing more of their expertise in the form of having watched as many races and talked about Randomizer as much as they undoubtedly have. That's what I think personally. What do you think? First
time Daddy Gamers got the Ice Palace bomb jump.
Yeah, awesome. Very good.
I think that is I like that bonk. I think that's a good perspective. I think maybe it's a mix of both. If they've run into some situations like this where they're facing a lot of unpalpable choices, maybe that's helping them guide the runners in a certain direction. Mm-hmm. But definitely watching, I think, is going to be a big help too.
Yeah, because I do think, so we've sort of asked our mentors, we kind of want them to be sort of above a certain skill level, which they all are. Daddy Gamer's finding a big key in that freezer room, I imagine, going to drop down and check that.
Drop down and check that.
But I actually do believe that even someone who's maybe not as strong of an execution runner could be a very useful and effective mentor, because it is more about kind of knowledge of the game. I want to give a quick shout out to that bomb jump that BumRushBlitz did. That was pretty slick. That's another one that I almost never see.
Yeah, we're just gonna have Daddy Gamers going straight to cold stare. Or nope, I lied. Going the back way.
Yeah, go the back way. Shireen, everything okay? We've got somebody in chat who seems to be concerned about voice. Just want to make sure that our levels sound okay. There's no weird background noises or anything. Oh, they probably saw how many people, and they were just like, "What is it?" It's just like some sort of brawl. It's just like a bunch of people talking over each other. No, it's a little different.
It's a
Hopefully, we'll see them in here soon.
Team.
Yeah. 40-person multi-world. I love it. And iced tea compass. That's boring.
All right.
So I guess that means that the hookshot is not logically able to be here.
No, and we know nope. I don't believe so. And we know that we know it's not in Swamp. We know it's not in Eastern. We know it's not in Pod, although it could be on Helmasaur or on the Green Pendant.
I never got a clear answer as to whether or not it could be in Helmasaur. I'm afraid none of us were paying close enough attention to know whether or not there's a final item on Helmasaur King or not.
I forget if we saw the map or not.
Yeah.
But wow. Yikes! This is not great.
Well, I mean, everyone's just doing all they can do. This is not great, but it's the seed. I don't think any of these are bad plays. It's just is what it is.
Yeah, this is where I think I like what Daddy Gamers is doing here. So let's just clear Ice Palace. Figure out the next one then, because at least we get that crystal. I do like here, we're going to see BumRushBlitz going for that green pendant. So that could be the deciding moment for him.
TheDaddyGamers gets the initial spin slash, takes off a nice chunk of damage from Cold Stare when starting, and easily finishes it off. Nice job, TheDaddyGamers, on the execution there.
Very good.
Yeah, and just a small key.
Yeah, and you'll never need to go back to get those other items in ice, so...
Nope. Well, then again, we don't know necessarily for sure if they are hip to the Ice Palace logic, not being able to have hook shot, or I'm not even 100% sure if that's right. There's even still a little bit of discussion and chat about it, but I have to imagine they probably are, even if it is possible, not really interested in going back and taking the time to check that, which is, I think, the right play.
Yeah, I mean, most people are not really thrilled to hear, hey, guess what? We're going to go back to Ice Palace.
Yeah, for the third or, I think, fourth time in TheDaddyGamers' case. Third or fourth, for sure. I don't like to go there at all, let alone 2 or 3 times in one seed.
No, I would much rather go to Swamp than Ice Palace.
Same.
You know, Swamp
and speaking
is
of which,
tedious and boring, but it's not too hard.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it does look like TheDaddyGamers is probably headed there. Unfortunately, we do know that they're not going to be able to find a hook shot, and therefore... Oh, no, actually, looks like they're going north. I wonder where they're headed. Oh, over to Pod as well. It looks like, yep. Okay.
All right. Oh, no sword holdout here from BumRushBlitz.
Hey, Axe, do you remember my very first tournament race that I ever had? It was a Something Awful tournament. Mm-hmm. You were commentating, and I was fighting Helma Sword King, and I also did not put my sword out in front of me. And what happened?
I believe you died.
I died. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Fortunately, BumRushBlitz has plenty of hearts, doesn't need to worry about that, but I'm going to strongly recommend holding that sword out.
Yep, always hold it
just for
out,
future reference.
Get that extra pixel and piece of heart.
So there was an item.
All right, here's the moment of truth. Either this pendant turns into the hook shot, or we are taking a trip to Misery Mire.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it, right? I mean, have we exhausted everything else?
Yep. Danity asking about Pyramid Fairy, but we got a hint that said there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately.
Oh, well, we're going to have to wait a little bit because we're going to do Eastern first.
Fair enough. TheDaddyGamers doing a little bit of cleanup over here, checking catfish. Definitely understandable.
Yep, and yeah, SHATG, yep, we can confirm it is a hookshot hunt. There's not very much left on the map. Again, for those who are tuning in, at this point we know the only places that hookshot could still be are Sirhashula with the green pendant, or in a Quake-locked mire, and by the way, Quake is in Swamp.
Quake is in Swamp, opens up Mire. We also know one of the items in Mire, thanks to a hint that we got about the fire-locked chests. There's some garbage and a bottle, which means that that final item that's in Mire is what we're speculating very well may be the hookshot.
Yeah, it's literally, there's 2 spots that are left.
Yeah. At least we know for a fact we don't have to watch the cutscene. That's like the only positive in this whole potential Mire situation.
No, we still might, because what if it's on Vitreous? Or no, sorry, you're saying cutscene, not...
Yeah, no, I meant the torch cutscene or whatever you want to call it, yeah.
For some reason, I was confused for a second. And, but yeah, it could still be on Vitreous. That would be not very nice.
So we have another little bit of a lull in the action, and I wanted to take a moment and take a quick look at some of the matches that we have coming up in the future for the Go Mode Podcast tournament. So our next one is actually going to... We actually have 2 coming up tomorrow. One, Trident Tail versus Amarith. Trident Tail is being coached by Ajdaja. I hope I pronounced that right. You're in chat. I'm sorry if I didn't. And Amarith is going to be mentored by Cassidy Moen. That's happening at 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, the 6th. And then at 9:30 Eastern, we have Bungie to the Tree going against Xylo Price, and we are working on getting mentors signed up for that, but we did have some submissions, so shouldn't have an issue. So those are 2 coming up tomorrow. Be sure to check out our schedule to see even more of them. We've got about another 6 matches scheduled and a couple more that need to be scheduled.
So not to interrupt there, Tim, but we are about to get the SirLinkalot check, and it is $300.
Okay.
The play is Swamp to Quake to Mire.
Yuck.
Wow. I really don't have anything to say about that.
Wow. Yeah, that's nasty.
And given that the Daddy Gamers still has, I think, a bunch of checks, we aren't going to Mire for a while.
Yeah.
So I remember, I think on our latest episode, Tim, you and I and Hurf were talking about, we got a question, I think, about trolley seeds. And I think this is an example of a case where I know I've said, well, a lot of times if a seed is trolley, it's more that you've misplayed it. I think this is a case where that is not the case.
This feels pretty genuinely trolly.
Yeah. You're never going to think, all right, the play is to go to a, Quake, when I don't have Quake and Misery Mire is a pendant, yeah, I'm going to go check Swamp and get the Quake medallion in there so I can get Hookshot so I can actually finish Swamp.
Yeah,
that's just not something anybody would think.
Yeah, so like the seed wanted you to like do enough of Swamp until you get the medallion, and then immediately leave and go to Mire to open it, and then get your Hookshot, and then come back. Like that's absurd. Like no one would ever just do that. So pretty trolly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will have a mea culpa and say that there are some cases where a seed truly is trolling. It's not just playing it wrong, and I think both our runners here have pretty much sequenced this the exact way you want it, and it's just a trolley seed.
I mean, they happen. It's just part of rando. So now I would argue that I would want to finish one like this, especially since it seems like a sub 2 is maybe still in striking distance as well. So.
Yeah, sub 2 is possible, and PED is a riot shield.
It's a shield. Yeah, we did get a check. I think both runners actually checked that at some point. Yeah, definitely good. Yeah, we do have some people in our chat who were participating in the the friendly open that we had, and that one was a trolley seed for the ages as well. Probably even more trolley than this one, but we got a nice track record for this tournament. Even the exhibition was extremely trolley, and now the first match too.
Yeah, no, I know. I was tuning in a little bit last night, and one of our runners, I believe in the Power Glove bracket, had to learn how to do Master Sword Ganon on the fly on their own.
Yeah, which is incredible.
That's a very hard thing to pull off, and it was their first ever seed completed on in any way. So,
yeah, shout outs to Professor Render in the chat. That was awesome that you did that. I'm looking forward to seeing you make your way through the tournament.
And just a correction for the record, that is in the Fighter Sword brackets group, and that is Group G for Goron.
Yeah, so for Goron. Yeah, so stay tuned to that one. Keep your eye on that one. See how that one shakes out. Oh, by the way, I did want to mention somebody reminded me in chat. BumRushBlitz had a nice first attempt IPPJ. So shout outs to them and nice work on that.
Now, I want to see BumRushBlitz's Cold Stare now coming in here with the Fighter Sword, Half Magic, and Bombos. I feel like that's a great setup, so hopefully no speed bumps here. And Daddy Gamers... is Daddy Gamers going to check a tablet?
I don't know what they're doing, actually. Maybe just getting a health.
Just
okay. They're just
the health.
Yeah, they're just using the mountain to get some old man kisses, I guess.
Yeah, that old man. He's a very loving guy.
Generous lover. All right, so Daddy Gamer's finally coming up on Mire. Let's see what this stupid second item is. Probably a Hookshot, right? I mean, and then we'll have go mode. So that's exciting.
Unless we've horribly miscalculated and missed something, or by some random stroke of luck, they generated an impossible seed, which, as far as I'm concerned, I think they've quashed all the impossible seed related bugs. So this would be a real crazy one.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else, and I trust your casual tracking that you've been doing. That I don't. This has got to be the hook shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to be. And the code on Rando at this point is so solid that there's no way there's going to be an impossible seed generated.
Oh, no way. Although, how hype would that be?
I would actually not feel hype. I would feel sad.
You'd feel bad?
I'd feel bad for everybody. We hype all this up. VTorp's a great guy. And, then we have to kind of sheepishly go, so there's a bug.
Take a mulligan on that? No, there's no way. There's no way that the hook shot's not here. Unless we truly did forget something. So, here comes our first check. Maybe it'll be right here.
That would be nice.
Just a map.
In terms of completion, though, I believe that DaddyGamers is still ahead by one dungeon. Is that correct, Tim?
I think so. I mean, obviously it's sort of tough because we don't have our tracker set up for BumRushBlitz, but I believe that is correct. Actually, I don't think so. I think they were behind on Eastern, and I think they cleaned that up. Maybe somebody can help us. Yeah, I think they're Blitz. Blitz cleaned up Eastern.
If they're even, this is a very hype end.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Because they are 2 rooms apart, 3 rooms apart. Mm-hmm. Single death here. Just some, routing troubles, getting through rooms.
Yeah, And DaddyGamers smartly not dealing with either of those fire-locked rooms because of that hint that we got. Gonna go ahead and grab that key, head straight back. And another key! Come on, man. Jeez.
Oh, man. Well, it's either this one or it's on Vitreous itself.
Yeah. Sure.
Themselves?
I think you can say if it's like a monster, that's like a.
Well, is it a one monster or multiple monsters? Like, is it plural or singular?
I don't know. Daddy might not have got the hint because now we do see them doing. Okay, so yeah, it was compass. So it looks like, that's no good. They're about to do the torch glitch, sorry, not torch, the torch cutscene here, and as we know, they're going to get
to know. And BumRushBlitz, I hope remembers that, and this could be a huge moment. This could be the deciding moment.
Holy crap! Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So they're waiting for a bottle right now.
Yeah. This is. Oh my god.
Another key.
Oh, so many keys. I can't take it. So I'm guessing it's either here or Vitreous.
Or Vitreous. Oh god.
It's Vitreous. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me.
Come on with that. Wow.
Man. Wow.
Man. Okay. I mean, it has to be like we're done with this like hedging bets. Like it is on Vitreous.
Yes.
Okay.
Vitreous has the hook shot. This is a really mean seed for the first seed of the tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, now BumRushBlitz is checking the fire locked rooms too.
Oh, maybe they just didn't. Maybe they were distracted when they read that hint or something. I don't know.
Maybe they're on tilt.
And as Daya pointing out very saliently that we've got 2 people on both teams watching this stream. So for both, all 4, both mentors and both racers to miss that hint is remarkable.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it could just be something that they forgot. Wow.
So what could have been a huge advantage for BumRushBlitz has now essentially been equalized.
Yeah, I mean, now you could come down to Vidi execution. We're talking left side, right side Ganon. I'm on the edge of my seat, quite literally.
I'm more reclined, but I am very excited to see what happens.
Wow. Tempt saying maybe mentors should be writing down hints.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, this is another shout out to these guys for getting it started for us. Sort of in a way being our guinea pig to even test this entire format of a tournament. Meanwhile, the rest of the racers and mentors who are watching in chat are silently taking notes, I think, and keeping in mind, okay, what are some things that we're seeing happening that could have been prevented, and when I'm a mentor or when I'm a racer, how can I prevent them?
Espeon did not teach DaddyGamers how to do Spooky Glitch on the fly, so R.I.P. Spooky Glitch.
Yeah, missed opportunity for sure.
Yeah, same thing here with SirLinkalot and BumRushBlitz.
Yeah, that is a very cool bunny sprite that Shantae sprite has. It was like a robot or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not played any Shantae games, so I could not tell you what that was, but I agree, it looked very cool.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've heard they're good, though. SAGTG offering to roll all seeds. As the admin of this tournament, I'm going to ban that idea instantly.
A horrible idea.
Yeah, that's not a good idea, and it's not happening. Sorry. If you've ever played one of his seeds, you would understand.
He has the worst luck in generating seeds.
Yeah, he's got the bad touch.
All right, so DaddyGamers about to get their hook shot.
Yeah.
There we go, and at 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 53 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, we are in go mode.
Wow. Incredible. And, and I've seen some people say in chat, I mean, this could all come down to Ganon's Tower, because now we see BumRushBlitz running in plenty
Only 2 hearts, though.
Yeah, but plenty of magic and, taking full advantage of that invisibility. Maybe doesn't realize that they could use their silver arrows here for a nice quick kill. That is going to take some time too, unfortunately, but I don't think they're really in danger of dying, which is the important thing.
Could just be safety. They don't want to try to pull it out and miss a shot and then get hit.
Mm-hmm. No, that would be the worst thing that could possibly happen.
Yep. Trinex is saying that microphone was unped and it's kind of spoiled in the podcast images.
Ooh, oops, sorry, we should have hit that. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, that's actually, we're going to roll a custom ROM that it's just the Grove, and the winner will get to pull out that #1 medal. Oh, that would be cool. That would be awesome. Maybe I bet we could do that. Somebody see about that. I'm immediately delegating it, but I also really want it. Paging Zarby. All right, so yeah, we are in go mode, both players. So it's really just a battle of execution. Of course, we're going to have our Ganon's Tower Big Key Hunt, which of course is going to mean a guessing game. Get ready to get your guesses in. It's not quite time yet, but what I was going to say is, obviously the way that they route that could have a huge difference on, who comes out ahead after that hunt. Yeah, well, Timp, I'm going to just say, knowing this seed, we know where the big key is, right? You already know. Oh, you're talking about Tile Room? Yeah, it's in the spoiler log. It's got to be. Yeah, no, you're probably right. I do want to point out something I saw BumRushBlitz do that I like. BumRushBlitz went and got their potions early, and I like that. If you are going to be getting potions for the GT climb or Ganon, better to get them early, because you never know. Could be going through swamp and run into some trouble, and it's better to have it now than to say, well, I'll hit it before I go up GT. That's that's safe play. I like that a lot too. It shows a lot of forethought and initiative. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a mentor stepping in, even SirLinkalot777 saying, from this point on, it's all go mode. It's right in the name, go mode. It's going to be go go go. If you feel like you're going to need some potions, probably want to go ahead and grab those now. Also, by the way, BumRushBlitz, tons of hearts. It's not often that you see only 3 missing. That's a lot of hearts. And who knows, we could get a full 20 by the time we finished up GT. Oh, that would be crazy.
that seems almost impossible. There's got to be too many like unchecked items inside of dungeons and things.
We checked everything in Pod. Checked everything in Mire.
Yeah.
Checked everything in Hera.
Gosh, I guess you're right. There were a few that were skipped, though, I'm sure, right?
We're going to end up skipping Hookshot Cave, but that's pretty much going to be the only thing we skip.
Wow. No, I'm sorry. I guess I meant heart pieces that were seen but not taken.
Oh, yeah, okay. There might have been that.
Not on
heart pieces kind of just, zone out when I see that.
Fair. Yeah, me too.
But TheDaddyGamers having a very nice fight here against, yet another eyeball boss.
Mm-hmm.
I said yet another eyeball boss because I temporarily forgot the name of this one.
Argus.
Thank you. It's a pirate in the swamp.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Trinex. Trinex,
Trinex. At least I didn't forget Trinex's name. That would be a real insult.
All right, so TheDaddyGamers officially has all 7 crystals. So let's go ahead and get our guesses in. We don't have any fancy bots or anything like that, but go ahead and get your guesses in. We'll definitely give you a shout out if you get it. All right, so we got 7, 13, 8, 17, 14, 1, 4. Oop, double with the 14. Phileon's going to pick another
37. I like it. 37 meaning we have to leave and come back.
Phileon refuses to pick another one, so if it's 14, there's going to be a fight in chat between SAGCG and Phileon.
Yeah, you can play a game of, I don't know, Skyward Sword Randomizer to decide it. Is that even a thing?
I mean, would anyone play it if it was?
I don't know.
Got him. Yeah, it's not my favorite Zelda, I'll just say that. Skyward Sword. But I don't want to get too political on this broadcast.
Yeah, this is for everybody. We don't want to take sides on the controversial games.
Nope. Oh, having some trouble hitting with that. Okay, there we go. Hitting with silver arrows. Give him the run around a little bit. Hit him with the okie doke, but eventually was able to go ahead and seal the deal.
All right, TheDaddyGamers about to head into GT. Timp, what's your guess? You gonna go with Tile Room?
No. I am going to say Sweet 16, baby.
All right, I'm going Firebar.
Okay. What is that? 8? Did we decide?
I think we had a long debate about what number that actually was.
8 is the moving, the circular firebar, and 9 is the fire snake. So yeah.
Yeah. So
provided they go Hope Room to the traditional route.
Yeah.
Hope Room to left side. All right. Let's see what Ganon's Tower holds for us. Unfortunately, BumRushBlitz looks like maybe lost a little bit of time in there, just kind of making their way through Swamp Palace. A little bit more separation between the runners now, but still anything can happen. Still anybody's game, absolutely.
Yep, nothing so far.
So 1 and 2 are officially out. Let's see what 3 has for us. Big 20.
Your stream must be a little bit ahead of mine.
Oh yeah, you might want to refresh. That happened to me too.
Yeah.
Okay, and coming up on this Stalfos room here, TheDaddyGamers.
Mushroom.
Oh, now you're ahead of me.
I'll let you know if we see anything.
Yeah, after this room, I'll do a refresh.
Shovel,
like
hey, there's a shovel.
Hey, which we heard about. We knew that was
there.
It was
very hyped. Hyped shovel.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so here I am hoping that BumRushBlitz either themselves or their mentor realizes they should be going right side here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely wouldn't blame them for not doing that, but we know that to probably be a better play.
And it is not in Firebar
Nope.
room.
Sorry,
But it is a blue potion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree there, Bungie. That is a very clutch free blue. Now they do have red mail, so it's not as helpful as maybe it would be on blue or green, but you know,
still nice. I mean, you know, Ganon hugs are a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, number 9 is just bombs.
The second most likely room coming up here.
Yeah.
Or the most likely room, sorry.
Maybe. There was some discussion in chat today about that. Actually, we might have to issue a little bit of a correction. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm going to go back and read that, do a little bit of research. But, yeah, TBD on that. I don't want to get into it all right now. All right, randomizer room.
No.
Nothing.
And we do have the right side play from BumRushBlitz. This is exciting.
So that was 9, 10, 11, 12 for Daddy Gamers, just keeping up with our count. This, oh man, right here we're about to see if BumRushBlitz has a chance here.
And you never know because of, you know, Ganon can always, you can always take a fall there. You can always run into problems with Aga. I mean, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, having some mummy problems.
Oh no. More mummy, more problems. Oh no, really getting batted around. It's time to get that fire rod out and put it to bed. Jeez. All right, there we go.
All right, maybe it's on Bob's chest.
So here comes 14, Bob's chest.
There it is. It is on Bob's chest.
Bob's chest. All right. So
14.
Yeah. So definitely. Now, and I highly doubt that we're going to see BumRushBlitz go full right side. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and mirror out, which is understandable.
Yep, makes sense. But, you know, again, BumRushBlitz still not out of this. Could have a Ganon fall. Could have a death climbing through the gauntlet. You just never know.
And so that was 14, correct? So, shoutouts to Vash. Way to go. Congrats on getting the Big Key Guessing Game correct.
Yeah, Vash. You win everybody's respect and admiration.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Hey, great job in the Mimic Room from Daddy Gamers.
Yep, so this is theirs to lose. I think everyone can agree. It's basically just making sure that they can, you know, cross all their T's and dot their I's. Certainly don't want any, you know, well, I'm not even going to say some of the things that could happen. They just need to make sure that they're focused, not, you know, giving up for 1 second. They don't know this, but they can afford to, you know, take their time a little bit. You know, I remains to be seen if they'll be trying to make more of a speedy play and fear that they might be a little behind, or if they are going to favor more safe strats and make sure that they stay alive.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, normally in tournament when you get above that 2-hour mark, I think that clock starts ticking in your head. Mm-hmm. But again, this tournament being a little bit different, I don't know if that clock is going to start ticking nearly as hard for our runners.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see what sort of play we have here. Right now, we're working our way through the gauntlet.
Oh.
What happened?
Somebody wants them to hover Moldorm 2.
Oh.
That is still on the table. If it ever somebody pulls off a hover.
Yeah. Now, I did go back, I listened to that part of the show, and one thing that you did say is that if a mentor can teach a runner how to hover during a stream, so this can't be someone who learns how to do it off stream and then busts it out. They've got to legitimately not know.
I do want to point out, BumRushBlitz just used the boomerang to get through two of the rooms. So
nice.
Shout out boomerang strats. You know, I'm gonna say I'm open to you know, if anybody hovers for any reason, maybe I'll consider it. If you know, just for the fans.
All right, you heard it here first.
Nice first Wizrobe room. Ooh.
Oh.
I was gonna say that, but then they took a fall.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I would rather get it and fall than not get it and stay up.
Same. All right, second Wizrobe room, the harder one. Just playing it safe.
Yeah, taking sort of like a intermediate kind of step to clearing that room and really making sure they set up that first one that hits 3 and then, waiting for the second cycle to take the
I like that,
the
mostly one. Because I always try to do it the cool kid way, and if I miss it, then it turns into an absolute nightmare, and I've never thought of trying to do it that way.
Yeah. I don't know why. That just seems to be one of those ones that I've never really had any trouble with, and I can't say that about very many things in this game at all. So I hope that never changes. But yeah, I like that room a lot.
We're seeing a very nice gauntlet climb here from DaddyGamers.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just thinking, there really have been no hiccups, no missteps, anything like that. Haven't even really been able to evaluate the safe versus, going all out, because they've kind of just been going all out and being pretty safe about it. So,
yeah. And BumRushBlitz has gotten their key, so we are now a death, basically a GT death away from each other.
Yep. Yeah. Still anyone's game. Don't want to, make any, mistake about that. Definitely plenty of opportunity for BumRushBlitz to pull ahead, but it will take some sort of egregious error on DaddyGamers' part in order for that to happen.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that would be, 1.5 Ganon falls?
It could be one. It could be one. But yeah, it could be one.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pull up the hex chat so I can see the done when it comes through.
Fair.
Of course, I don't feel like maybe I've jinxed things a little bit. I'll maybe minimize it again. I don't want to put any bad juju on DaddyGamers.
I don't believe in karma.
All right, Aga 2, geometry time.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe it would have been better if you'd gone up top, but I'll take it.
Yeah. And anytime there's a situation like that where there's two in a super obvious line and one far away, I can definitely appreciate just going for the two and not worrying about that third one, because the third one will probably contort you in such weird ways that you risk missing all of them.
Ooh, one off
nice
of
double.
A triple there.
Almost a triple. Yeah, that was very good.
Nice. And DaddyGamers has finished Aga 2, so just Ganon left to go.
Excellent.
And BumRushBlitz having some problems with skeletons, but clears it out.
All right, here comes the big pig. Oh, I'm excited.
All right. Now, we're not going to see any kind of silverless. We're not going to see any kind of Master Sword strat. It's just going to be regular old vanilla Ganon.
Yeah, tempered with silver is like the default, I would say, in Rando. That's like what you normally have, what you want to have. Anything more is a luxury. Anything less is a little bit of a challenge. But tempered silver
nice use of the cape.
Yeah. Especially, and cape and half magic. Definitely plenty of strategies. Doing what I love to do, just throwing that cape on and just saying, I don't want to do the second phase. I'm just going to skip it, please.
Yeah, I love having cape here because of that. Second phase is obviously the more difficult of the four, so if you can avoid that, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving right on to the third phase, getting that one finished up, getting some extra hits in on Ganon when he's in the air. I like doing that too.
I like doing that too. Take out your first.
Make him land on the sword. Yes, take that, Ganon.
BumRushBlitz had a really good second Wizrobe room.
Mm-hmm. Trucking right along, not wasting any time trying to catch up here. And DaddyGamers missed the torch glitch. Shouldn't be a big deal.
Nope, that's recoverable.
Yeah, especially with half magic.
If we were silverless, that would be
a problem.
Intentional fall right here.
He's got a blue potion as well, so even then it would probably be fine. But
yeah,
and half magic, of course. That helps quite a bit.
Yep.
All right.
One hit left.
One left. Gonna have to light those torches one more time. Ooh,
just missed.
We'll wait one more cycle for that. Oh no, they got it. All right.
Getting ready for the done.
All right, give us that time too once you see that in the SRL, if you would, please, sir.
Just don't fall after you kill Ganon. Okay, that is a done. Daddy Gamers has finished in first with a time of 2:09:16. Congratulations, right. Daddy Gamers.
GG to Daddy Gamers, our first winner, and also GG to Espeon, our first mentor winner. So.
Yeah, congrats to both. Curious to see here if we're going to see BumRushBlitz finish the seed out. I hope we do, because, again, these are new runners, and the practice is really good for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm hoping, especially being on Moldorm 2, when you get that notification, you're so close. Just go ahead and get it finished out. I really hope we see that, yeah.
So, Timp, are we going to be able to get our runner mentor team in for an interview?
Yeah, I would love to. Let me just check real quick, make sure that I set it up the right way. I think I did, and then we'll go ahead and pull them in. Great. In the meantime, we'll cheer on BumRushBlitz.
Yeah, so BumRush just had a great Moldorm 2 fight. I think actually, if you're going to compare the two fights, BumRushBlitz got a little luckier with the Moldorm pattern. Mm-hmm. And through the Homosaur room. Uh-oh. You got it. There you go.
Okay. They should be available to be pulled in here, so let's see if we can grab
Great.
them. Or maybe we should chat real quick, just make sure that they're cool with that.
Yeah,
let me send them a message.
Verify.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got a single there on the first Agatu. Going for... Ooh, just missed the double. And I like the attempt to get the double there, and got one hit but missed the second. Oh, almost a triple. It's the same one that Daddy Gamers almost got the triple on. All right, and that is Agatu down, so we are going to be heading off to Ganon for BumRushBlitz.
All right, and the Daddy Gamers, are you there? Oh, okay.
Oh. Hey, well, Espeon.
Yeah, GG to you, Espeon. Congratulations on your successful mentorship. And do we have the Daddy Gamers in?
Congratulations.
Let's see, Daddy Gamers. Do you have a mic? Oh, sounds like he's muted.
All right, we're seeing Ganon fight now for BumRushBlitz. Hopefully, they can have a successful one.
Oh,
yes,
hey there,
can.
Daddy Gamers. GG, congratulations. So let's talk a little bit about. I want to hear about kind of the seed in general, but I think what probably a lot of us are most curious about is, I mean, how was the whole mentor thing? You know, what was the seed like for you? What was that experience like? Sure. Awesome. Yeah. So Espeon, how did you feel about it? What were your thoughts? Mm-hmm. Right. Sure. Mm-hmm.
And to interrupt really quick, BumRushBlitz has finished with a time of 2:14:06.
All All right, GG to them. Axe, if you could continue this on, definitely want to pick their brains a bit more.
Yeah,
I'll work on getting them lined up in here.
Great. So let's talk about the seed a little bit. Obviously, we so let's walk through that hunt for the hook shot. Well, first off, how high did you place Meyer in the list of places it was going to be? Yeah, it was interesting watching, because as you were kind of, trying to figure out where to go, BumRushBlitz was heading in and getting the green pendant, and we were like, oh man, this is huge.
Yeah. So real quick, we have been joined by BumRushBlitz and SirLinkalot777. First of all, GG to both of you. Congrats on finishing out an extremely trolly seed.
Yes, congrats.
So BumRushBlitz, interested to hear from you. Are you there? All right. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on the mentor format. How was it communicating with your mentor and working way through the seed that way? Yeah, and SirLinkalot777, what were your thoughts? What was it like mentoring? Awesome. So obviously this was sort of a trolley one, and we were, as you guys joined, kind of talking to TheDaddyGamers and Espeon about the sequence of events and the items that you had to get. What were your thoughts as you were looking for that Quake Medallion and ultimately that hook shot, as you just searched area after area for that? BumRushBlitz, what were you thinking? Right. All the way in, exactly. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did want to bring that up. So, I want to say both of your attempts through the seed there, we saw a hint that mentioned that both of the firelock chests in Misery Mire, one was a bottle and one was a compass. I think all four of you missed it.
We were amazed, because you both were. I mean, literally, we saw DaddyGamers you go and do that. We were like, oh, did they forget? Like, what's going on here? Wow, BumRushBlitz is taking the lead right now. This is huge. Mm-hmm. And then we saw BumRushBlitz you go in, and we were like, oh no.
Yeah, because you were both in Mire at the same time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that could, yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, until it was literally, the only thing left. That's kind of what we were thinking too. There are a lot of mentors that were watching, which, by the way, definitely go through our group chat and check out the live reactions. And Axe and I, we've been recording our commentary, so we can put that together and send it over as well. But that was pretty much everyone's reaction, was like there's mentors that can just take notes on stuff like that, and that's definitely what I'll be doing when I play. A lot of that kind of taking notes for their own performances. So. Thank you for being our guinea pigs and performing for us, so we could kind of figure all that out, I suppose. Yeah. Excellent.
Oh, you're welcome. We're enjoying getting to watch a lot of really great games.
Yeah, and it's easy to put that kind of work in when you finally get to moments like this, and everyone's just having a great time and learning so much, and we just can't wait to keep this tournament rolling. So, thank you guys so much again for kind of kicking this off and allowing us to promote this, on the podcast and all that. And good luck on the rest of your matches. All right, and on behalf of Axeil and myself and Hurfydurfy, want to thank everyone for watching. Be sure to keep updated with the stream schedule, the match schedule. As I mentioned, we've got a couple coming up tomorrow, so we'd love to see you right back here for those. Multi-Twitch is always available, and chatting here in the Discord, and we'll talk to some other people, see if we can get some more commentators in as well, because I think that's a fun, inclusion to these. So, Axe, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Again, GT to both runners and both mentors. It's always a little nerve-wracking to be the first people out the gate, but we really appreciate you guys stepping up and being the first. And I wish good luck to everybody as they play through the rest of the tournament.
Yeah. All right, and with that, we will call it. Thank you all so much for your time. Again, this has been Go Mode Podcast Mentor Tournament, very first match. I am Timp, and we will see you for the next one. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Thank you, bud.